Imagine you're dominating local SEO so completely that your rivals don't just lose business, they want to pack up and leave town. And the best part? You don't need a massive budget or a big name brand to do it. Look, I've worked with some big brands, but honestly, it's way more fun helping smaller businesses punch above their weight. So far, I've helped over 5,000 people to do just that. And I've been doing this a long time. Look, that's me back on stage when I still had hair. So here's the thing that people don't understand. Local SEO works exactly like the game of Monopoly. So I've created a winning playbook, a clear and simple strategy so you can dominate local SEO the way a Monopoly champion dominates the board. To help me explain how, take a look at these two businesses. Which one do you think ranks the highest? Connaught Law with 699 reviews, or Child Custody Lawyer Angel with no views and no website? Surprised? In this video, you're going to learn how. You will learn the 7 assets you need to dominate your local SEO and the 3 deadly mistakes that could get you wiped off the map for good. And this can completely change your business. Take Andy. He used to chase clients, now clients are chasing him. We implemented a local SEO strategy, and in just a few short months, he was #1 on Google. No more awkward networking, no more endless social media, and no more paying for ads. Just a simple website with a booking form and a phone number. Business has never been so easy. So these days he spends more time chasing birdies than he does chasing business. Now, as someone that sells SEO services, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but honestly, winning at SEO isn't as hard as you might think. All comes down to just one key thing: maths. Google's just a giant calculator, analyzing millions of websites consistently every day. But it probably doesn't work the way you think. You see, many think ranking #1 is all about having the best content, right? But take a look at this famous experiment by Carl Roof. Yes, that's him. He created this page that ranked #1 on Google. But look closer. Something's off. There's no actual content, just filler text that's totally unreadable. Yet somehow this was beating real websites. But why? Well, Google isn't reading the whole page like you might think. Instead, it's scanning for just a few milliseconds, looking for very specific ranking indicators. But Google guards its algorithm very closely. So how are you going to figure this out? Well, actually, the answer's been hiding in plain sight. Let me explain. You can reverse engineer what the top ranking pages are doing to crack the code. Here's how. If you analyze the top 10 results and find they all have a word count between 1,000 and 1,200 words, you can reasonably conclude that this is the optimal length for this type of page. And you can apply this same logic across every element to uncover exactly what Google is looking for. And once you know what this formula is, you can adjust your web pages to outrank 99% of your competitors, practically overnight. But there's a challenge. As more businesses up their SEO game, it's getting harder and harder for small businesses to compete in traditional search. But many top ranking businesses are completely invisible when it comes to local SEO. And that's because Google uses a completely different algorithm to decide who wins and who loses. And that provides a massive commercial opportunity. So here are the 3 big reasons that small businesses are turning to local SEO to drive their business growth, and the hard data you need to know. How many local browser searches do you think there are every day? Take a guess. 3.91 billion. Take a look at this standard search result. We call this section that appears at the top of search above other organic listings the local 3-pack. And that's where the top 3 local SEO results are displayed. Businesses featured here experience a 404% increase in views. 76% of local searches result in a business visit within 24 hours, and 28% of those visits leads to a purchase. And best of all, it's still growing. 60% of all online search is now done on mobile. Voice search is growing at 19.2% compound annual growth, and 97% of people learn more about a local company online rather than through any other channel. Which is why the local SEO industry is projected to quadruple by 2030. But no solution could be right for everybody. So here's 3 reasons why perhaps local SEO isn't right for you. Number 1, if you don't serve a local audience. Number 2, you don't have a physical location or service area. And number 3, if your service is so niche that nobody is searching for it. Now, if one of these describes your business, then honestly, local SEO probably isn't for you. So if you're still watching this, the chances are that you can see that local SEO might be a great asset for you and your business. And I'll show you exactly how to do that in just a second. But did you spot the problem? There's 3.91 billion local searches every day, but only 3 spots available. So here's the secret. Winning at local SEO is like winning at Monopoly. This is not a game of luck. This is a game of strategy. So here's 10 critical insights. 7 are cheat codes that will help you reach the top. And 3 are popular mistakes that could get you de-indexed and literally wiped off the map. Will you know which is which? Let's find out. Google reviews. Some say they are the key to local SEO ranking, but are they really? Well, 63.6% of consumers check Google reviews before visiting a business. And businesses with great reviews see a 270% boost in conversions. Now the catch. Reviews are not the golden ticket to SEO success that some think they are. Include them in your strategy, absolutely, but as I will show you, there are other factors that actually carry more SEO weight. And here's a quick pro tip to get more views. Find and share the review link with your happy customers to make it easy for them to give you a review. Should you put your keyword into their business name on Google? Now, if you do this, Google sees an increased likelihood that you will deliver what people are searching for. So as a result, it will boost your rankings. So what do you think? Well, here's the catch. You should absolutely not do this. Google's policy is clear. Including unnecessary information in your business name isn't permitted and could result in a suspension of your business profile. And Google makes it super easy for your competitors to report you. But of course, this does work both ways. If you spot a competitor breaking the rule, you can report them, potentially boosting your own ranking in the process. So as you've probably heard, backlinks, links from an external website to your website is a big deal in SEO. It signals to Google that your content is valuable, so it boosts you up the rankings. And this applies to local SEO too, but with a small twist. Local connections matter more. So search engines prioritize links to local sources. These establish your connection to the local community. So how do you get those? Well, here's a simple strategy. Go to Google and type in your city plus the word sponsor and look for local sponsorship opportunities. Similarly, type in your city and listed donors. Find organizations that acknowledge donors with website links. And finally, type in your city, type in blogger or podcast, and identify local bloggers, local podcasters who might feature businesses like yours. Once you've found some good opportunities, reach out to them via email or through their social media channels and send them a message like I'll put on screen right now to try and connect with them. Even just a few high quality local backlinks can skyrocket your rankings. So where do you think backlinks are on our list? So is listing your business on Yelp worth it? Now obviously Google can't verify every business manually, that would just be crazy. So instead it relies on citations to verify if your business is legitimate or not. The more confirmation signals it receives, the stronger that credibility. And frankly, the higher you will rank. And Yelp is one of the largest business directories online that there is, making it a powerful citation source. Not only that, but Apple Maps pulls data directly from Yelp, meaning any searches done on iPhone, any searches done on Siri or on Apple Maps will actually see Yelp-based content first. So should you be listing your business on Yelp? Absolutely. It's free and it's highly respected, so why wouldn't you do it? But don't stop there. Seek out national and local directories for your industry and get listed. The more quality citations you have, the better. So what do you think? Should you invest in a responsive website that's designed to work across all your devices, including mobile? Well, consider this, over 60% of searches are now done on mobile, and actually it's even higher for local SEO searching. And the reality is no one's going to stick around on a slow and clunky website. In fact, 9% of your visitors will bounce if the page isn't loaded within just 2 seconds. And that number jumps to 38% if it takes 5 seconds. That's a staggering amount. So literally every second counts. And that's why it's absolutely crucial that you do have a website that's optimized for mobile. So it doesn't just look good, perform good, but it also loads fast. And that's why Google actually prioritizes and ranks mobile-friendly websites higher. Your Google business profile needs a primary business category. With over 4,000 options, it can be overwhelming, and it's really tempting to just go for the first one that pops up on screen. But that's a mistake. Get this wrong can really hurt your business. For example, you might select car chauffeur service, but if all your prospects are searching for car rentals, they're simply not going to find you. So how do you know what people are searching for if you can outrank your competition, and what is the right business category for you? Well, the answer is research. Use SEO tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs to find what are the most popular search terms for your industry. Check out how much traffic there is and what the difficulty is to rank for it. Because there's no point choosing a category with high traffic if you have no chance of ranking for it. I mean, everybody wants to own the Mayfair or the Boardwalk because it commands the highest rent. But if you blow all your money on that and you can't complete the set, it's a wasted investment. Meanwhile, the train stations or the railroads, they might not be as sexy or as exciting. They're bringing in cash every single turn. And another trick is to check out what your competitors are doing. What category have they selected? Might be the right solution for you too. And once that's decided, you can actually select up to 9 secondary categories. But don't just fill them up for the sake of it, because choosing a bad category can actually add confusion to your prospects' minds and actually scare them away. Get your categories selected correctly, and you could 10x or even 100x your traffic through SEO. Caught napping? Remember when we talked about citations and how Google uses them to validate your business? Well, here's the thing. Consistency is king. Your NAP, that's your name, address, and phone number, must be the same across all your listings. Even a small formatting difference can render that citation worthless, and that's just rude. So how do you keep things consistent? Well, create a master copy of your NAP, simply copy and paste it every time into each directory. Or better yet, use a tool like SEMrush, which automatically syncs your NAP across 70 online databases, keeping everything perfectly aligned for stronger rankings, so you don't get caught napping. Uh-oh, you just got caught using fake reviews, and Google's coming for you. Now, reviews are powerful. That's why they're number 5 on our list. In fact, there's an entire industry created just to try and help people game the system. That's how powerful they are. But here's the thing, Yelp, Trustpilot, Google, they're all getting smarter, and they're cracking down on fakes. And the penalties, well, they can be brutal. You can have your pages removed from search results, you could get banned outright on Google, or even risk legal action. And you don't want that. It's just not worth the risk. Now, some businesses use Google Business Profile posts to announce new products, new services, limited offers. Also to promote events, seasonal offers, or to showcase reviews. But do these really help you rank? It doesn't matter if you own Mayfair or Old Kent Road. Whatever you've got, you need to build upon it. And it's the same with SEO. So if you want to build reputation and your ranking power, one of the best things you can do is to consistently upload different posts and include different pictures and new videos also. But here's the catch. Whilst a post may be visible for 6 months, its ranking power diminishes after about 7 days. So schedule at least 1 post per week. Don't be that Monopoly player who hoards all their cash, who never invests, only to go bankrupt later. So here's a pro tip. Do an SEO audit first to assess what your competition is doing. Look what content they are producing, so you know what you need to do to outperform them and outrank them. More on audits later. So it looks like you've landed on complete GBP, your Google Business Profile, a crucial move in the local SEO game. Google uses this information to decide who's actually going to see your business, and your potential customers use it to decide if they are going to spend money with you. So yeah, it's important. I mean, it's like the single most important thing you can do. The more information you provide, the higher you rank. Simple as that. So don't skip anything. Remember, until your profile is complete and verified, your business remains invisible. You are literally not on the map until this is done. And whilst Google does dominate local search, it is not your only source of customers. You should absolutely be creating profiles on other leading platforms, like Apple Business Connect, which puts you inside Apple Maps, inside Siri, and other Apple services. And there's over 1 billion Apple devices searching every day. And Bing Places, which feeds Microsoft Alexa, Copilot, Cortana, reaching millions of Windows users and including voice search queries. To win at local SEO, just like in Monopoly, you need to own and develop multiple properties. Remember, it pays to be on the map, literally. Oh no, you've just got permanently banned from Google search results. That's right, your entire business profile has been wiped out. No more rankings, no more local visibility, no more customers finding you. Why? Because you faked your business address. Maybe you thought that a virtual office or a random location would give you a ranking boost. And to be fair, it does work until you get caught. Here's the problem. Google's policy is crystal clear. Your address must be real, accurate, and where you actually serve your customers. And guess what? They have made it ridiculously easy for your competitors to report you. And if Google catches you, an entire profile can be suspended or permanently removed, wiping out your visibility like that. Recovering lost rankings can take months, even years, if they let you back at all. In some cases, Google may even ban your business from creating new profiles altogether. So is it worth the risk? Absolutely not. But don't worry, there is a legitimate way that you can get a better location. So here's a pro tip. Just don't tell anybody you heard it from me, okay? If you actually work from a co-working space during the hours that you list, that's completely fine, completely legitimate. That's 100% within Google's terms, can help you rank in a more competitive area. But in this scenario, you didn't do that. You cheated and you got busted. And your penalty goes directly to SEO jail, do not pass go, do not collect new customers, do not appear in search. Game over. And the hat wins.
Yes, I've won.
But wait, don't pop the champagne just yet, because here's the uncomfortable truth. Because like any game, you only win if you outperform your competitor. So you could do all this work and still not win? Well, yes, but not if you're smart. Let me explain. Because a smart business owner doesn't leave it to chance, they start with an SEO audit. Because an audit explains where you stand right now and what you need to do so that you can outrank the competition as fast as possible. You'll discover how you rank across different locations, your best citation opportunities, and a step-by-step game plan to outrank your competitors. Without an audit, you're just flying blind. You might be playing a game you can't possibly win. And that's just a waste of time and resources that you don't have. But here's the good news. If you find an unsaleable, unbeatable opponent, you can pivot, target a different keyword, possibly with slightly less competition, and take the win there instead. And remember, every battle is won before it's ever fought. Now think back to those two businesses. Can you guess a big difference? Well, Child Custody Lawyer Angel invested in an audit. The rival didn't. So they were able to use strategy to outrank and beat their rivals. So where'd you get an audit? We've got a few different options. You've got SEMrush, Moz Local, Ahrefs are some of the best. There is one more option and I'll come to that in just a second. But first, let me be clear. This isn't a game. The stakes are very real. Real customers, real jobs, real money. Getting your local SEO right and being featured in the local search pack can make or break a business. And here's what I love about SEO. It's long lasting. Unlike social media, you're not stuck having to post every single day. And unlike ads, you're not having to continually pay out with ever increasing costs. Put in the work now and you can reap the benefits for years to come. So congratulations, you now know probably more than most of your competitors. But knowledge alone is not going to win this game. Action will. So for a limited time only, I'm offering you a free local SEO audit at my expense. Check out the top of the description to make sure this is still available. If it is, just click on the link to claim your free audit. And remember, it pays to be on the map, literally.